Hey, what is up? Seerz here. Now, 10 of the biggest mistakes noobs are making in OSRS. I've been absolutely craving to make this video in the last week after seeing all the noobs come back from mobile. I want to teach you guys everything I know. I made a huge list. Hopefully you find it valuable. Also, if you are returning subscribers, make sure you click on that bell notification so you don't miss any upload. I've actually uploaded a couple of videos that probably didn't reach your sub box. I appreciate it. Let's get into it. Starting off at number 10, not buying membership. Now, if it's only your first week playing OSRS, don't worry about this too much, but I would say, do some quests, learn how the game works, probably get around 20, 30 combat, and then get membership. It is 100 times better than free to play. So many more items, map locations, bosses, monsters, skills, and the fact that OSRS has a full dev team and a whole bunch of people working. I think there's over 15 or 20 employees working just on this game, doing weekly updates, always responding to the players on Twitter, Reddit. It's a really great community and definitely worth the $9 or $8 per month that you would have to spend on membership. And I'll definitely be covering some of the perks and a lot of benefits of how to train your account faster, of course, later on in this video. But first thing, get membership. And also, if you want to talk about getting a bond, don't get a bond if you have a small bank, because they cost like 4 mil. Imagine if you had 5 mil gold, you spent all your cash on a bond, and then you're poor again. You might as well just, spend $8 IRL until you have about 15 mil cash, and then you could consider getting bonds. Definitely killing goblins, cows, bears, and unicorns is very nostalgic, but I feel bad for all the free-to-play people. They could just do one quest and get, 30 plus attack and strength in an hour or 30 minutes versus training on those monsters and just doing all the petty stuff that really isn't going to get you anywhere in the long term of the game. And if you are pretty young and your mother doesn't want to spend her credit card on membership, you can actually go to Walmart, Safeways, and buy $25 RuneScape membership cards. So highly suggest that if you do want to detour away from your parents. Up next at number 9, trying to bot your account. Unlike the old days in OSRS, maybe 2 or 3 or 4 years ago, or way back in the day in RuneScape, 10, 15 years ago, the bot detection system nowadays is actually really good, and you will definitely get caught and most likely get a full-time ban. With the release of mobile, I know Jagex sees the potential in the game, and they're trying to turn it into an esports scenario with the PKing and all that stuff. They honestly don't want any more bots. This game is growing, they want it to be very legit and official, and if you're botting, you're gonna get kicked out very quick. If you go on certain bot sites, there's hundreds and hundreds of scripts, and I guarantee you 95% of them are a scam. There's a couple scenarios with this. I would say the first one, the scripts used to be legit, but they haven't been updated in 2 or 3 years, so the bot algorithm has changed, and you will definitely get caught while using that bot. The next option is just a faulty bot. I feel like the people making the bots don't even use the bot themselves because they know it's kind of shitty. They're just trying to sell it for $15-25 and make some extra cash IRL, and they definitely don't care about your account. Honestly, coding is very hard, but I personally think I could even make a script in 10 hours of a bot going from Edgeville to the Zamrock Wines, getting a full inventory, and then banking and repeating. It would not be that hard to set up, but imagine trying to code in all of the anti-bot software. That's the hard part. I've seen many pictures of players' accounts getting banned on Reddit, and of course, sometimes it's only a 3-day ban, but it can also be a full-time ban just for auto-click splashing or alking and training magic. Alright, true story, I swear on my soul, this really happened exactly 3 weeks ago. This guy, well, I'm not going to say his name, but yeah, he came over to my house. We used to go to high school together. He had a level 85, 86 Berserker Peer or something, and he just got a fire cape. He never told me he was botting. You think he would actually mention it to me or ask me if it was okay or just whatever, but he was doing it pretty low key. I think he was auto-clicking and doing some hunter bot, and he just got a fire cape and 90 strength. The next day, he gets banned. Very unfortunate, and of course he has quit. He hasn't logged in since, and I'm down another IRL friend that would have played the game with me. Feels bad.
A lot of supplies. Wonder what they were doing. A green dragon bot here. 600 of those hides and bones. Nice, okay. 300 mil!
Hello.
I think we have a real world trader there.
Yeah, maybe.
Number 8, buying OSRS gold. So along with botting, buying gold will totally ruin your game experience, and in the long run it's not very fun, and I've made billions of gold. There's no reason for you actually to buy gold. This is definitely different than staking, but the same principle applies. Your bank is at 200 mil for a month, and then one night you make 600 mil just because you got lucky, or of course you bought the gold, and honestly it's not fun. You don't feel good inside, and you're just kind of a fake. I'm sure some of you guys just heard about the 250 plus Inferno Cape accounts that just got banned. I mean, all those guys were 126 combat, they had twisted bows, 1 billion plus gold, the best cape in the game, and of course they just bought the cape and they got banned. Good fight. Was it worth it? Nah. You really gotta ask yourself, would it be worth it if my account gets banned? The answer is always no. Not to mention, a real high level can actually tell if you bought the gold or not. I mean, I've seen people walking around in full bandos and just like the best gear, and Elysian Spear Shield even, but they're level like 105 combat, and you ask them some questions about bossing and they have no idea. It makes it pretty clear. If you are totally in the hole and you really need gold, you could buy bonds from the official OSRS, Jagex store, although that is kind of a scam as well, and it's just going to ruin your gameplay, although a lot of players do that. If you were to buy a bond, it's roughly $2 per mil, and if you were to real world trade, it'd be roughly like $1 per mil. Either way, it's not worth it, but go with the bond because you will not get banned. If you do learn how to do one of these hard bosses, you can make endless gold and never worry about it, and I think that one quote really fits well here, teach a man how to fish, he'll fish forever, give him a fish, and he's hungry the next day. Alright, number 7, not questing or getting your achievements done early on. Many new players just jump right into training and they never think about the bonuses that'll really help them train, or gear items that will just breeze them right through the next level with a whole bunch of bonus XP. The first thing that definitely pops into my head is all of the new members coming back from mobile. They're just training on different monsters, hobgoblins, just whatever it may be. Now, I'm sure many of you guys walking around the Grand Exchange have seen all the new members from mobile, and they're training with a Mithril Scimitar still, full iron and all that type of stuff. If they were just to do like the waterfall quest, it takes 25 minutes, you can get 32 attack and strength in one quest all the way from level 1, which is going to save you hours of the early levels. I would definitely try and get your game knowledge up as much as possible and look into the items that you will need for your account in the future. Items like the Helm of Knot, a Holy Wrench, Fighter Torso, Fire Cape, Full Void. If you don't have full Mage, Range, and Melee Void, I would definitely get that as well. It takes roughly 10 to 20 hours to get, but we can see 126 combat still wearing it, and you unlock it at 42 defense. Imagine that. And considering most players hate getting Void, I can honestly see it being like 50 to 60 to 70 mil if it were to be tradable. All these items are relatively easy to get and they will definitely help out your further gameplay, even like Barrow's gloves. If you see like a level 100 plus without Barrow's gloves, everyone makes fun of them, so you should definitely get it as soon as possible. You'll feel so good about yourself and you will have to do it anyway, you might as well do it early on. I would also highly recommend trying to max out your achievement diaries as soon as possible. They give you a lot of perks and benefits and XP boosts to where you're training in that location, as far as Mortania, Karamja, the desert diaries, all that good stuff. Definitely look into it. I like to bring up the example of losing weight. Would you rather lose all of your 50-pound, flubber that you have when you're 15 or wait until you're 30? I mean, you're gonna lose it anyway. You might as well do it sooner than later and feel good about yourself and get them gains. Coming in at number 6, not using an alternative account. Okay, so if you're playing on mobile, of course you can't be, playing on 2 phones at once, or maybe you have a second phone or a tablet or something like that, but most people can definitely fit 2 RuneScape screens on their laptop monitor. This is honestly a no-brainer and probably the biggest fail on any new newbie player. They're not playing on 2 accounts. You guys can actually just keep them free to play even if you don't want to pay a bond for the second account, and collect Wines of Zami or something like that for even 500k gold, and after 10 hours you have an extra 5 mil. There is quite a bit of activities, bosses, and quests where you want to focus on one account and you couldn't even, think about playing on 2 accounts. But imagine how many times you're doing a farm run or walking or running, doing a quest, something where you just are sitting there so bored, you wish you could play on another account. Now's the chance. Now, of course, you could just keep that second account free to play, but if you really want to and you're rich enough, you could train him up, get a bond, and he can start duoing bosses with you. I've actually done 1,000 Bandos kills by myself on 2 accounts, and of course I keep all the splits and all the profit. I would say most players that actually do have a second account, maybe a peer, like a PK Berserker peer or something, actually started off as just a newbie moneymaker and he got slowly better with training all the stats, and then he turned him into an actual main account. There's also game modes like the Deadman mode servers, which it's a total different, new start. Like if you were to log in, you'd be level 3, and most players don't even like playing this, even though it's so fun because they can't play on their main. But if you had 2 RuneScape clients open, you could play your main on the normal OSRS and then start a new account on the Deadman, and you lose no XP or any gains. Moving on to number 5, not joining a community. Nowadays in OSRS, there's many guilds, clans, Discord servers, and just groups of friends that you can team up with and go PVM, PK, and just, chill, do quests, everything. If you're not in a clan chat, you should definitely join one as soon as possible. I see a lot of players just sitting at the GE talking for hours and hours. I'll even go do like a Bandos trip or do Zolra for 45 minutes. I'll come back and I will see the same exact person in the same gear, same spot, talking to a group of players or even the same type of person when the guy could have just been in a clan chat and doing, slash and typing while he's doing all of his training and whatnot. It's definitely a waste of time just standing there to talk. And depending on your account build, whether you're a pure PKer, a high-level PVMer, or just an Iron Man, there is a clan chat for you out there. I know many Iron Man clan chats, hardcore, regular, high-level, new players, and they really give a lot of tips and knowledge to the people that join the clan chats, and they always love new, guests. If you go to the OSRS forums, it will not be hard to find a clan suiting your capabilities and your type of gameplay, and especially the biggest upside to joining a clan or a Discord is that everyone in there is extremely trusted. They either had to apply to get in or actually know the clan chat leader. And, it's not a good feeling getting scammed on a Bandos trip for an item or something like that, or even getting invited to a PK trip and it was a lure. They actually just want your arums, your barrows, and they're going to lure you out and then kill you and TB you. It is not a good feeling, so definitely join a trusted clan and you'll be happy. Huge shout out to my clan chat, The Village. It always stays extremely active and it's nice seeing the same people being there for like months and months at a time. It really allows you to actually make a friendship. I actually have some of these dudes' phone numbers and added on Instagram and stuff. You can really make some nice friends and everyone's trusted. I have no worries about even giving them like a 50 mil item because I truly trust them and they've already split and been around for so long. Bottom line, go find a Discord or a clan chat and I guarantee your gaming experience will increase. Moving on to number 4, not doing your daily runs. If you have happened to seen any of my money making videos, I include this in every single one because I think it's such a great tip. I would say me as a high level, I should even do these a lot more, but for a low level, these are extremely crucial if you want to make any type of like free gold. The problem with skilling for money or even bossing is it takes time, you have to gear up, and definitely set aside like a half hour to an hour to play, even if you're on mobile, but this right here only takes 5 minutes every couple hours, and you're gonna make a lot of gold. If you have not done the quest, Throne of Miscellanea, go do it soon. You actually get your own kingdom, you put in like a mil GP per 1 month, you come back and you make 2 mil gold for no effort at all, and that's just one of the daily runs that you could do, or monthly runs I guess. Of course, you could do herb farm runs, which only take about 5 minutes. You can make 100 to 200k every single run, but I would also suggest doing your herb boxes from Nightmare Zone. You can buy 15 every single day, which is 150k roughly. Not to mention, if you do the Varrock diaries, you can actually buy battle staffs per day from Zaf at a discounted price, like 1k plus each off, and you can make a lot of money just from, going to the GE like you would normally do. I would say the last thing that players don't do is investing or flip runs. It only takes, 5-10 minutes. You go to the Grand Exchange, put in some items that you see are on the rise, you come back the next day and you've made bank for absolutely nothing. Of course, it does take a little bit of research and some gold to get started. I personally made over 1 billion gold in the last year from doing, flip runs and investing via GE Tracker, one of the best sites. It's only $2.40 a month. Highly recommend it. Honestly, it is so worth it. And it'll teach you a lot of knowledge about stocks, graphs, everything you should need to know about the future of real life. Feel free to click on the link below in the description if you are interested. Again, I highly suggest just taking a look at least, and of course you can get the free version as well, but it doesn't come with all the perks and the graphs. Number 3, staying poor. Now this tip sounds kind of dumb, but I'm sure everyone here can relate. You guys see the the rich noob walking around in full dragon plate body, dragon full helmet. He's got the gold kits on and everything, but his bank is very small and he could be using that that money to buy better gear that'll actually help him kill bosses faster or train a certain skill, or even put that money into prayer to then unlock the new augury and rigor. But no, he's just trying to be a swag-scaping noob dressed out in cosmetic gear. And with items like the torso and full void, you don't even need a lot of gold to get good armor nowadays, but of course you would have to put like 10 to 15 hours in just to get void, but it is well worth it, I guarantee you. I actually want to tell you guys a little story. I had an IRL friend that just started playing about a month ago, right before mobile came out, and I gave him 5 mil. His bank was probably 100k before that. He went and bought a Robin hat in a fury with all of the cash, but then he had no cash to even buy anything else, any bolts, any blowpipe scales. He honestly could have just bought a glory for 10 to 15k, and it's only -5 bonuses compared to a 3 million gold fury, and it's kind of like some person that maybe has $500,000 IRL, but then they buy like a $450,000 sports car, and they can't even pay for rent, they can't pay for food or go on trips or anything. It's really, it's just not smart to put all of your money into one big expensive item that's gonna weigh you down over time. Just like buying bonds versus IRL membership, I mean, it takes 4 mil to buy a bond, and some noobs only make 5 mil a month. So they keep going in a hole. They can never actually get on their feet because they're spending money on membership versus just, taking a month or two and using IRL cash for $8 a month or something to buy membership. And then you get to keep all that gold. After 2 months, you'll have 10, 15 mil gold. And with that extra gold, imagine what you can do with your account. Put it in the prayer, put it in the construction, get yourself, a full decked out house, a better account, versus you just keep losing money over time. Even putting into investing. I actually uploaded a video merging with 5 mil for 1 hour, and I got 700k profit. I made 700k out of my 5 mil for just sitting there. So imagine what you can do if you use that gold wisely. Number 2, inefficient gameplay. If you guys are actually new to OSRS, maybe you played way back in the day, but you're just coming back from mobile, a lot has changed. I would say in the last year or two, many new training methods have came out for certain skills, or just ways to kill bosses, 3-tick manipulation, just like people are actually killing bandos without even eating food anymore. They're just prey flicking. And yeah, you would definitely want to become aware of all the new methods. Not saying that you can do them just yet, but some of these you definitely could do. A really proper newbie example for this is doing the waterfall quest instead of killing goblins and cows like so many people do. If you actually just do the waterfall quest, that'll take you probably 20 minutes, 25 max. You can actually get 32 strength and attack in just one go instead of killing goblins for multiple hours. Trust me, I've done it. I spent an hour on my hardcore attacking goblins. I got like 7 attack levels. That's horrible. We can also use this tip for higher levels. I still see people that are like 90 combat trading on the green spiders in the stronghold, the barbarian one. And yeah, on like the 2nd or 3rd floor, those are horrible XP and they don't drop anything. But imagine if you're actually training with Pydion the whole time and doing Slayer. That's like 30% increased XP per hour. I actually mentioned something similar to this in my 10 tips to get rich in OSRS. Check it out if you have not. I actually compared teak trees with yew trees. So if you power cut teak trees, you'll get about 90k plus XP per hour, but no gold because you're dropping every single log. So if you did it for 10 hours, you would make 0 gold. But if you cut yew trees for 10 hours, you get roughly 30k XP per hour and probably 100k gold. So you're looking at 1 mil total and 300k XP. If you were to do teaks, you would get the same XP and save yourself 7 hours, 70% of that time that you could put towards green dragons or even a certain boss and just make 15 to 20 mil in that time. Doing that would save you about 5 hours. And if you did take this principle to everything you did in OSRS, you're going to save yourself a lot of time and just be way more efficient overall. And don't get me wrong, I love the nostalgia. I'm not even personally all about the XP rates and the gains and stuff, but I do find myself, really proud of myself for being efficient, getting them gains. I might only have 2 hours to play a certain night, and if I can use all those 2 hours very wisely, I'm gonna, feel good about myself. With all these new methods and better ways to train, it does lead into my next point, not researching. You would definitely want to be watching guide videos on YouTube, checking Reddit, checking out, the RuneScape Wikipedia, even Google, plus the RuneScape forums have a lot of knowledge and info. Ever since mobiles came out, I'm sure you guys have been at the Grand Exchange and seen like just absurd questions. Where are green dragons at? How do I fish trout? Like just some crazy questions when they could have just Googled it and found the answer instantly without being made fun of or called a freaking noob. And if you have a question for something, I guarantee you thousands of other players have had that same question years ago, and it most likely has been answered on a YouTube video. And definitely be sure to check out some of the content creators. I have a lot of videos, including myself, Flipping Old School, Theoatrix, Aubrey. There's so many really good creators. Definitely go check out Theoatrix. He is the dawn of the guides. I would say RuneScape is one of those games. It is just so vast, so large. There's updates every freaking week. And it's a lot to wrap your head around, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I've been playing for a long time. If I personally just started playing OSRS, like it's my first week of playing, I would sit there and just woodcut and watch endless guides. There is so much knowledge to gain, and of course, once I jump into it, I would know exactly what to do, the best methods, the best quests, best ways to make gold, and I would just breeze through it versus struggling for months on end. I've actually uploaded a handful of tip and guide videos. Don't forget to check those out and skim over it, plus every single 99 video if you did not know about that. And I'm currently uploading right now. I just started. I'm like 2 monsters in, every single Slayer task in the game. So make sure you guys click that bell notification if you are a subscriber and don't want to miss any video. Appreciate it. From the deepest part of my heart, I honestly want to congratulate you for watching this entire video. Comment right now, I am not a noob. And hopefully this video helps. I really do, hope it helps the new players, or if you've been watching my videos for a while, it was interesting just to sit back and learn some tips. So hopefully you guys do have a good one. See ya.